Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to another video on my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Graham here coming at you today. One of the things I want to discuss today real quick in this short video is I want to talk about distractions. You know, there's going to be videos on this channel that talks about the details of the life of a final expense agent as far as in the field. But there's also going to be some things that we're going to discuss to help you with your mindset, because that's 90% of it in the field. 90% of it is the mindset. So we're going to talk about distractions a little bit. What is a distraction? Okay, a distraction is something that actually stops you from reaching your goal that you set. Period. Before I go any further, please hit the like button at the bottom of this video. Please subscribe to my channel as well, so that as I post new videos, you'll have the opportunity to be one of the first ones to see it. A distraction stops you from hitting your goal. You know, it's pretty much like an interruption. Anything that can interrupt you from hitting your goal. It could be something negative or positive. It's pretty much a diversion or some type of mental noise, you know, or something can come up that could confuse you mentally, that could actually slow you down from you hitting your goal that you set in place. So let's relate this to this business. For those who work 9-to-5 jobs, that could be a distraction from you being financially free as a result of being a final expense agent. You know, this business, especially with the company I represent, Lincoln Heritage, we have the best platform and service that we can provide to anyone. Lincoln Heritage can cover more people than any other life insurance or final expense company out there, in my opinion. So a 9-to-5 job could easily be a distraction to stop you from hitting your goal. Because in order to do this business effectively, you have to do it every day, okay? So, you know, sometimes we use our distractions as well as excuses not to better ourselves or not to better our business. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. A distraction comes up. If you're an agent, you wake up in the morning and there's always something. Distractions hit you in the face all the time. The key is, what do you do with them? And you got to remember, distractions is like death. It's just like death to me. You can't predict them and you can't avoid them. It happens, just like taxes. You can't, well, you can predict when you're going to get hit with a tax bill, but you can't avoid it. Understand my point. The key is, how are you going to deal with that distraction? Are you going to let it slow you down? Are you going to let it become an excuse for you not to go to work? Or are you going to head it, or you're going to hit it head on and plow right through it? I always stress to people, allow distractions to fuel you and not stop you. So you got to look at a distraction as gasoline, okay? Don't let distractions stop you from bettering yourself and bettering your business. You know, focus. You have to keep focus. Okay, there's an awesome acronym for focus that I read the other day online. Focus on course until successful. Focus on course until successful. So whenever you hit a distraction, first of all, you have to identify whether it's a distraction or not. You have to take ownership in whether or not it's a distraction to you or not. And the way you do that is you ask yourself, okay, is this a positive or is it a negative distraction? Because you're going to handle those two types of distractions differently, okay? Identify whether it's a negative or positive distraction. And then from there, then your focus should kick in. Focus on the course until successful. That distraction is something in your way from hitting your goal. Now, there's certain distractions that could slow you down, but the key is to remember that the majority of distractions, in my opinion, 98% of distractions you should be able to work around. And sometimes we don't see it that way because of the way we think and because of our mindset. So the key is that when these distractions hit, use it as fuel. I can give tons of examples of distractions that I've been through within the last 3 years, maybe in another video. But give yourself a mindset check. Maybe it'll help that as you run into distractions, write them down. Okay, write them down, because the first step is to be aware of the distractions and your ability to choose whether or not you're going to let it become an excuse or not. So as you get distractions, as they approach you in your day-to-day business, write them down. Do this for 30 days straight. Write down every distraction. I don't care how small it is. You pick up your phone and you look at social media. That's a distraction, okay? You stop in the middle of nowhere while you're in the field just to make a call that could have waited until the end of the day. That's a distraction. You look at your phone and you take a phone call that probably should have waited. And while you're on that phone gossiping, or while you're on that phone being non-productive, you're missing the call that you could have made. I'm sorry, you just missed the call that you could have picked up that was probably an appointment or something like that. It happens to us all the time. When you start writing down these little distractions, you become aware of these distractions. And guess what? You begin to actually see the distraction before it hits you. And then you're able to deal with it a lot better. That's it for this short video on distractions. There's going to be, tons of videos more. Maybe I'll go into detail on how I manage my distractions, but I just wanted to just put this little video out there. Don't forget, like the video and please subscribe below to my YouTube channel. Thank y'all for listening, and God bless. Peace.